What's up, traders? Johnny here with the Investing for Beginners community. Glad to see you here today. I hope you're all having a great day today. Today is April 2nd. We are going to be going over my live recap for the market today. Now, everyone who tuned in to the live stream will know what I was trading, and I'm going to recap on that today. Now, I do trade for about an hour every single day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the US. Now, I do have a lot of international subscribers and a lot of people from the US, so time zones are kind of irrelevant at this point, but I'm always here trading pre-market for the US stock market. I trade 30 minutes pre-market, 30 minutes during market to give you an hour to see my trading plan, my strategy, my ideas, why I buy, why I sell, and you could ask me questions and watch as I trade live. You could also ask about certain companies that you're looking at and get my advice or opinion on it. Now, remember, I will never ask you what to buy, hold, or sell. I never ask you for money. I don't sell you anything. This is all 100% free education just for you. All that I ask is that you become a subscriber and simply subscribe to the channel if you find value in this content. Also, while you're down there, smash that like button for us. It means a lot if you would do that. Now, we are going to go over our trades for today. And guys, we only had one trade. So, if you give me 1 second, we're going to spread a couple of links around because there is no easy way to do this. Now, the first link below, you can sign up for our weekly newsletter, private Facebook group, free ebook, 10-step guide on how to become financially free, as well as a budget template to use to get you through step number 3. How we went from helping a client that was losing $400 and using his credit cards to survive to actually making over $400 profit or $400 in excess income every single month. So definitely check that out. First link below. You also get access to our free private group of over 70,000 members, and you also get access to our Discord, which is more for day traders and swing traders. The investing group is more for long-term investors. So with that said, all my links are now spread around and we can get into the meat and potatoes, as they would say, for this live stream. Now, I do only have one trade that I made today. And in this video, we're going to talk about how you can make money in stocks for beginners or as a beginner, and also how to lock in profits. No matter how small they are, profits are profits. Remember that saying from Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights? He says, I don't care if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. Maybe that was Fast and the Furious. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. The point is, winning is winning, and we won today. We won every single day. We always end up being positive in the green. Now, that's not usually typical, but I am fine-tuning my trading strategy to begin making some money. So as you can see here, we're just going to do this one trade here for the day, and we actually averaged down, and this is something I don't normally do, but it is something that we did do. So we only got one share at $59.85. We wanted to kind of see what it was doing, and it looks like it had as low as $59, but it was kind of testing for a while off of that $59.17 mark. Now, we did buy 3 more shares at $9.54, another 2 shares at $9.33 during our live stream. I then bought 2 more shares at $10.41. Now, this was after the live stream had already ended, so you guys were not able to see me buy into this position. But my thought process was that I can buy and lower my average. My average was like $59.80, and I believe I got my average down to like $59.70, maybe something like that, $59.60. I believe it might showcase that. I don't think it does. I wish this had a little bit better of a setup. So as you can see, it had this nice little sell-off. It did hit this support level on that 4-hour chart. Now, as you can see here, it has hit this support level on 3.6, 3.11, kind of stayed in this area 3.15 through 3.19 of last month in March, and now it hit this level on 4.2 today. So as you can see, it hit that SMA line and it wants to bounce back up. Now, by holding this company, there was a potential profit to be made still if I would have held at about 7% is what it looks like, about 7% profit. Now, why didn't I hold? Well, I'll tell you right now why I did not hold. There was a clear sign of resistance here, but there's also signs of resistance right here. As you can see back on 312 and previously on 328, there is some resistance there on those levels. Now, I didn't want to trade at those levels simply for the fact or hold on those levels. Now, I still can, but I didn't necessarily want to overnight. Now, I did think about it. I thought about it. As you can see where I sold here. Right now, I was busy from 9 o'clock to basically now almost 7 o'clock. We're doing this recording at local time, Eastern time. Well, local time is 2 hours minus that, so it's 7:40 here. But when I sold the company, I sold all 10 shares, so roughly $600 position at 7:19. Okay, so it's actually 7:19. So it's 5:19 my time. So confusing. I think I might just start going off of Eastern time standards. Local time 7:41. Yeah. So I was at 5:19. I sold. Now, I do have the privilege to be able to trade not only the US stock market, but also pre-market hours as early as 4 a.m. before the opening bell at 9:30. And then I also have the privilege to trade all the way up until 6 o'clock my time, which is pretty fantastic as well. Actually, I think it's like 2 a.m. because it's 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So technically, I could start trading at 2 a.m. at night until about 6 o'clock at night. So right before 6 o'clock hit, it was 5:19 because this is not right. Yeah, that'd be 1,700 hours. So 5:19, a little bit before 6 o'clock, I sold. Now, why did I do that? Now, it obviously is having good signs of confirmation that it is going up in the right direction. We did get off of this support level here. We made newer highs, but look at this. It started selling off. Now I was like, well, I could hold, and right here actually was at 1.5%. I ended up selling for, I think, 1.2%. Let me bring it up real quick. I do have it on my phone just to give you guys a little bit of peace of mind here. So I was up 1.38%, so it would have been $8.23, nothing crazy. And then I was up $1 or 1.5%, which was $8.93. So almost $9 on that trade. Now I should have sold at that level up here, but obviously was distracted doing some other business ventures and things that I just couldn't get away from. And so I started noticing it going down. That's when I set my alerts and never hit this alert to sell, never hit this alert to basically indicate, hey, I'm going to sell at this point. So I just looked and checked at it on 5:19 and was able to make a really good trade here. As you can see here, 4.2, we bought one. There's 2, that makes 3, that makes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's the 10 shares I bought. Here's the price for each one that I bought when I filled: $59.85, $59.80, $59.46, $59.42, and then $59.30. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend for new investors to average down like this, but I really truly was waiting for this bounce off the support level. I knew that it was going to happen, and it's just a great feeling to know when your trades actually go the way you planned. It's really cool feeling, guys. I mean, that pays more than $7 for me in experience than just putting $7 into this account. And I get to showcase it to you as part of a learning experience. So I did end up selling them at average fill price of 60.26. As you can see here, filled at 60.26, and it was during the extended hours, which was awesome. I didn't think I was going to get it filled. Now, if you're having trouble selling a stock during extended hours, then you may want to check your market order. Now, if you're doing a market order is only good during market hours. Yeah, that is the name, market. Now, if you want to sell pre-market, buy or sell pre-market, or buy or sell aftermarket, you will have to do a limit order. That is the only way that you can possibly do it, is with a limit order. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. I did struggle with it for a minute. I was going to sell up here, couldn't figure it out. I got distracted, had to go back to doing what I was doing. Went back and tried it again. I was like, wait, try a limit order. Tried a limit order. It gave me some weird thing saying it wasn't tradable or something. Some kind of symbol wasn't tradable. I don't know. So I canceled it and redid it again. It took me 3 times to sell my position. So instead of selling up here at that 60.42, 60.48, I ended up selling down here at the 60.26. So I did lose about 40 cents, or about almost $4 extra, or it's like another extra dollar or two. But all in all, as you can see right here, quantity 0, I don't have any more. Days P&L, $7.31, and I am completely out of that position. Now, tomorrow, or even tonight for pre-market, if it decides it wants to start running back up again, then I may consider writing it up even more and taking a little bit more profits. There's still room on the table for it to go up, say another 1% comfortably, 2% comfortably. So say I just do only the $600 again, because I don't want to put too much into it. Or let's use $1,000 example. That's what we use a lot. Now, if $1,000 with 2%, that's 20 bucks. That's a quick 20 bucks in a single day. Of course, if you have more money, you can invest more money. Now, previous resistance levels here is almost at 3%, so that'd be $30 on 1,000. And these new, this resistance level here at 62.92 would be 4.5%. So now you're looking at about $40 on 1,000. And if it can hit highs where it was previously a while back, that's 5, almost 6% profit. So you're looking at almost $60 on $1,000 investment. And guys, we're simply just identifying the lows and the highs, the supply and demand, or the support and resistance. It's all the same, no matter how you hear it. It's all the same. But let me show you that 4-hour chart one more time. And this is what we're looking at. We like to invest in companies with upward momentum, in our direction, in our favor. And honestly, guys, as a new investor, you could have invested at any point on this line and been profitable. Now, if you would have invested back in November of last year and basically just held this company, you would be up 88%, guys, 88% in less than 5 months. Now, it's pretty cool. You could double your money in about 5 months. If you put 1,000 in here, you'd have 2,000 here. But that's not what I like to do, because there's some significant areas of pullback. Now, imagine if you bought in right here at 51.60 and it went down to that EMA at 45, that is a 12% loss. And this is where it gets a little scary, guys, because if you're not comfortable with trading, you're not comfortable with your money going up and down, losing money, or watching your money go down, then this would not be a trade for you to hold long term. Losing 12% in 8 days, you might start considering selling. And then you sell your $1,000 position. Let's just say, for example, you lose $120 because you got nervous, you got scared, you couldn't deal with your emotion, and you maybe even bought at the wrong time. Okay, so let's flip it. Let's flip the script. Say you waited for consolidation, you waited for that reversal to happen, consolidation, and you started waiting for this upward momentum. Okay, cool. Starting to consolidate, wants to be here on this SMA line. I'm going to buy a couple of shares. Maybe I'll buy 10 shares here, 10 shares here, 10 shares here, whatever you want to do, right? 10 shares is $600. Maybe you only have 1,000, so you buy $200 worth, $200 worth, $200 worth, and then you start seeing it go up, and that's when you load up. Now that you're loading up, it bounces off this line. There's 6% profit in less than a day. In one single day, you have 6% profit. Now, you could have also held until you started seeing indications of it going down again right here, and you could have got 26% profit in 16 days. Now, 5, 10, 15, 16 days, that's a half a month. Let's just say that's 2 weeks, kind of closer to 3 weeks. But in 2 or 3 weeks, you could have made 25% profit. Now, what's our goal on the channel? Well, our goal on the channel here, and my goal personally, is to make 2% a day, 10% a week, or 40% a month. So you'd be halfway towards your goal for the month, and you're only 15 days in. You still have another 15 days to make another 14%. So you're more than halfway there on that 40% goal. Now, why is this important, and why am I telling you this? Well, 40% profit in a month is 80% in 2 months. Get that other 20% in 2 weeks. That's 10 weeks or 2.5 months to double your position size. Say you have $1,000. Well, by this time we're in April, this time in June, you have 2,000. By June, July, August. By August, you'll have 4,000. By October, you'll have 8,000. And by December, you'll have hopefully $16,000 with this strategy. And all you got to do is start with $1,000. Now you could start with whatever number you want. You have $100, $1,000, $10,000. That's your business. It's not none of my concern. I trade with over $30,000. So this is really irrelevant to me, the $7. This is more of a training and an educational purpose for you. So as we start growing and growing together as a community, and I start seeing that people are interested in this, then I may start showing a little bit more, just showing some bigger trades and some bigger opportunities. But this company, as you can see, basically you could have bought at any point in time in the last few months, and you could have just literally been up. Now look at this. This is a little scary here because it's had even more recent highs of like $90, $80, and it did show signs of strong rejection, strong signs of consolidation, and now it's just been on an upward trend, a confirmation trend line. Now, you don't want to get stuck here because if you would have invested on July of last year, you would have been waiting until December to break even. Okay, that's why it's important to not hold stocks overnight unless you really find value in it, unless you really don't mind holding stocks overnight, you don't mind holding money, and you might potentially don't mind losing or having that scary thought of losing over 30% of your account value. If you have $1,000, you're down $300, and you won't break even until you get to this level, which is almost 5 months later, right? Do you want to wait 5 months to break even? That's pointless. So you wait for that confirmation, you wait till it hits that SMA line, and then you buy. Now, if you would have waited and bought there, you could still technically be riding this company up, and you would be at 50% profit in 147 days. You could have bought in around October, and now we're in April, so it's about 6 months. 6 months. Now, whether that's good or not for you, I don't know, but that's pretty good for me. 50% in 6 months is pretty decent. But I just showed you that trade where you can make 26% in less than 16 days. So you're like, well, if I can make 16% in 16 days, that's a half a month. Why would I hold for 6 months to make 40%? Yeah, see, now we're doing some math. We're learning some numbers here. So with that said, that's what we're doing here. We're playing this bounce, we're making some money, and as it starts to show signs of newer highs, we're going to buy more. Now, guys, this is just one company that you can do this with. There are so many other companies out here. Pays is not a company that's necessarily beginner friendly, but you could have bought at that $3 mark when it broke confirmation and rode it up to this. You'd be at 23% in 5 days. Now you're making 20% in a week. Okay, our goal is 10% a week. And finding these 10 or 20% plays is all over the place. Look at this. We called this out a while back and it totally went up and surpassed where our levels are. This is Pays, P-A-Y-S. Okay, how about this? Abercrombie and Fitch. This is another solid company that I would definitely recommend for investors. But again, I would never tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. But this is up 10% in 4 days. So there you go. Now you have your 10% profit in 10 days, just like we said. Well, and we want 10% in a week. So we want 10% in 5 days. This is 10% in 4 days. So that's perfect. That meets our criteria for the week. Again with this one, A&F. It's already up 5% in a single day. Imagine making 5% every single day. Now you're making 25% a week instead of 10, 50, 100% a month instead of 40. You could be doubling your account size every single month by finding these setups. Now, I hope this was a good recap video for you. I hope you found it educational. And if you did, please subscribe to the channel if you found value, and only if you found value in this video. We have over 5,200 subscribers now. We just broke that $5,000 mark, which is just insane to me. And we are getting anywhere from 200 to 1,000 new subscribers every single month. So we have a lot of new investors coming in, a lot of new traders coming in that want to learn. And if you have been following the channel for a while, you know I have over 500 educational videos, basically starting my journey off with long-term investing, dividend investing, and companies that pay monthly dividends and quarterly dividends as passive income. I have tons of videos like that if you don't think this video is for you. And if you do like this video and you want to learn more about how to day trade and swing trade, smash that like button and hit that little bell notification after you subscribe to the channel, and you will get a notification every time I go live, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. But whatever zone you're in, I trade 30 minutes pre-market and 30 minutes after market for you to watch me trade and ask me questions and enjoy our community of people that also get together on those lives. We're all here to make money. We're all here to profit. And I hope this gave you a little insight on exactly that. It's easy to lock in profits, even if it's just a small amount, guys. $7 ain't much, okay? But over time, if you can do $7 every single day even, 7 times 5 is 35, that's $35 extra dollars a week. That's $140 extra a month. And if you extrapolate that to the year, it's even more than that, okay? You're already looking into the $1,000 range for simply doing something so small. Again, hope we found value. Thanks, and we'll see you in tomorrow morning's live stream. Don't be late. Just kidding. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching.